Careful, critical lines, yeah, careful, these are critical lines, yeah, a funeral, what about second chances, it's one life given, and it should never be taken for granted, this is serious, and not like a game or a gamble in Vegas, somebody's life being taken. When life becomes too heavy becomes overwhelming. A ceremony and slow singing, a funeral, a ceremony and slow singing, a funeral. Careful.
Is everything okay?
Critical line. This is a funeral. This is a funeral. Careful. SwaGG, Potency. These are critical lines. Life is precious. Every moment should be appreciated. Inhale oxygen to your lung, cause once it stops, you stop breathing. Wish to remember every wise lesson at the most critical moment and call it wisdom. When I look around through the eyes of everyone, all I can see is the future of possibilities. Pluto is a different planet. When life passes away, eventually through time, those life eventually end up behind of us. Unfortunately, since I've been becoming what's destined, SwaGG Potency, I've been developing a concern for life with a different sense of maturity. A famous statement from the wise, to whom much power is granted, much responsibility is required. There's an energy inside that makes me feel like I'm still evolving, a spark that was put inside of all of us to grow, mature, and eventually become an energy to be mastered. Don't let it burn out. Life is way too precious. Yeah. SwaGG Potency, SwaGG Potency. Critical lines. Life is way too precious. Careful. Don't let it burn. These are critical lines. SwaGG Potency. A funeral. What about second chances? It's one life given, and it should never be taken for granted. This is serious, and not like a game or a gamble in Vegas. Somebody's life being taken. When life becomes too heavy becomes overwhelming. A ceremony and slow singing, a funeral, a ceremony and slow singing, a funeral. Careful. Critical line. This is a funeral. This is a funeral. Careful. SwaGG Potency. These are critical lines. Yeah. The rain falls, thunder rolls. The gods protest on behalf of an emotion everyone is feeling. No one can touch me. Once my own feelings get caught up, and all of this becomes way too wrong. You cannot control me. This life is given by a perfect God. So why aren't we all just simply living this perfect life that's given? Is another question I want to ask. What's the complication with individuals living individually with immortality? Some of us make choices, and some of us get the wrong idea to the point of very critical line and border. Never cross my line, earn your repercussion. If you think you won't be stupid about God's son, seeing a white dove fly and then thinking of another place for the spirit, soul, and all of your consciousness, and then an angel, like a different place in reality, the point within a fight where you have given it everything you've got and have become completely exhausted and still. It has only just begun. Time for the next level. A life being taken away can feel epic to a person's emotion. Increase your heart rate. Temperaments are activated within your body and blood cells. Lots of tears being spilled at a funeral. Yeah. I can hear funeral bells ringing. SwaGG Potency. Careful, critical lines. Careful, these are critical lines. A funeral, what about second chances? It's one life given, and it should never be taken for granted. This is serious, and not like a game or a gamble in Vegas. Somebody's life being taken, but life becomes too heavy becomes overwhelming. A ceremony and slow singing, a funeral, a ceremony and slow singing, a funeral.
Is everything okay?
Careful, critical line. This is a funeral. Careful, SwaGG Potency. These are critical lines.
Is everything okay? Is everything okay? Is everything okay? Is everything okay?